Hi guys, welcome to another video. I have made some of the most ridiculous choices that turned out to be mistakes and regrets. Honestly, for a seemingly intelligent person, I have made a lot. I thought we would round things up because I keep making those mistakes. They're getting less, hopefully, and I'm learning. Let's get going. So guys, I have made many a mistake with my luxury purchases over the years. I've done a few videos on it, but I keep making mistakes and I keep being a little bit impulsive maybe, or just not fully thinking things through. Let's just run through some of the absolutely ridiculous things that I have done. So I went to Paris with a really badly swollen, sprained ankle. I could hardly walk, and I bought some shoes and I tried them on, and of course I couldn't get my foot in one of them properly because my foot was so swollen. So I based it on my non-injured foot, and when I got them home and my feet went back to normal, they were too big. I couldn't go back to Paris to take them back, and yeah, I ended up selling them. But I did get my money back and they were sold out everywhere, and somebody got an absolute dream purchase. So I did make somebody happy. But how ridiculous to buy shoes when your foot is injured. Who does that? Who does that? I've also bought a bag on a complete and utter whim that I hadn't even looked at before, didn't even think about, but because I wanted something else. So I bought the Capucines in the size with the python handle in the colour Galette. Now this was a beautiful bag, don't get me wrong, and I did like sort of the colour Galette, and I didn't mind the python handle. It was just the size and the weight of that bag. The size of the bag was so big, it was so heavy to cart around. You couldn't really wear it crossbody because it was just, yeah, to be fair, the strap wasn't long enough anyway, but it's far too big and bulky to wear as crossbody. So it was really a crook of the arm bag, and yeah, I didn't use it. I just didn't use it because every time I went to pick it up, I just thought, oh, this is heavy. And it was sort of too fancy for an everyday bag, but it was too big for an evening or an event. It was just the wrong size. It was just, what on earth came over me to buy it? It was because I was lusting after something else and I couldn't get it, and I'm buying it, and yeah. These things never go well, do they? They never go well. So I went to a Louis Vuitton, I think they called it a trunk show, and it was, I can't remember which season it was, but it was probably about 18 months ago from now, and it was when they were launching a few different bags, but the main bit of it was the Monoglam series. Do you guys remember the Monoglam? I was obsessed with this. I was obsessed with having something from that collection. So I went to the fashion show. I was trying to find one of the bags that just stole my heart, and truth be told, none of the styles did. I loved the Monoglam. Not everybody loved it. Some people thought it felt very plasticky. I thought it felt very durable, and I really liked it. But which style to buy? I was just adamant I needed a piece from it, and that is never the right thing, is it? So I chose what I thought was a really cute looking bag, and it was. And yeah, the East-West Pochette Métis. I don't like the Pochette Métis. I don't really like that satchel style bag, yet I think I chose that because it was the most appealing of the Monoglam pieces, in my opinion, because I liked the blue. When I got it home, I realised, after getting so excited in store and not looking at it properly at all, that it was completely misaligned. I've been through this in a few videos. It was misaligned. I already knew by then I wasn't loving it, so I could have just returned it. James who's my SA in Louis Vuitton in London, he was absolutely brilliant. We'll sort it, I'll find you another one. And then I didn't use it. I literally, as soon as I got the new version of it that was beautifully aligned and everything else, I never used it. So I ended up selling it, and I sold it I didn't lose a lot of money, but I did lose money, and it was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So that was me just not buying something I love, buying something to fit what I thought I loved. Ridiculous mistake. Ridiculous. Okay, I bought a certain bag, didn't love it, so what did I do? I bought another one. The same bag. And I didn't love that one either, and I don't have either of them anymore. So what on earth am I talking about? Well, I bought the Lady Dior in a beautiful, it was called Cloud Blue. It was a beautiful like steel grey colour, just right up my street. I didn't love it. It had so many things that annoyed me, but the main thing was it was the original one that had the zipper, so it didn't have the flap opening, and I found it really annoying because you ended up scratching your hand getting in and out of it, and you also, to find your things, you couldn't see it in it because you couldn't open it up to have a look, so you were rummaging around. So what did I think? Oh, instead of thinking the Lady Dior is not for me because the handles annoy me, they don't go down, it jangles a lot, it's got lots of things that annoy me. No, I go and buy a different version, assuming that will sort it all out. So the one that I bought then was the smaller size one. So I think that was in the medium size. I then went and bought the small size that had the flap, and it would be a lot easier crossbody because it was a slightly smaller bag. It was in a beautiful cherry red. So what was wrong with that one? Well, okay, the flap I thought was a little bit easier. Not everybody likes it, but I don't mind it. The handles still didn't go down. The strap on that bag I did not like. It was a thicker leather guitar strap. And yes, it did go crossbody, but the handle stuck up. I didn't like the strap. It was jangly, it was annoying. I should have just realised it's not for you. The Lady Dior is not for you. So since then, where is it? I bought the D-Joy. So I've tried a third time, and the D-Joy seems to have sorted me out because the handles go down, it's got the flap, it's easy to get in and out of, it's beautiful, I love the colour, it's still jangly, it's still annoying, but I really love this one. Two more mistakes to talk about. So I bought a Dior book tote, and it was the most beautiful book tote. It was grey, just up my street. It was the Toile de Jouy version. It was beautiful. I decided to go for the smaller size. In those days there was the tiny one that was a really weird shape. Then there was this particular one. Then there was the larger one. They've changed all the sizes now, but originally it was classed as the small. And yeah, just a beautiful bag to look at. Just never used it. I think I had this fantasy of me walking along the beach in the Maldives or somewhere with this gorgeous bag, and I've got a floaty maxi dress and I'm just enjoying my life. And actually, no, I've never been to the Maldives. I'd love to go, but even when I have been to some beautiful places in the world, I've never took a bag like that. I took the Neverfull because it was so easy, or I took a non-branded beach bag that you don't care about. I've taken my Chanel Deauville, I've taken other bags. The book tote is not that practical, particularly in the small size. It's very scooped in the edges, so the interior capacity of it isn't as big as the bag looks. And it's just two handles, and because it's in fabric, they are very rough, and they literally, if you pile that bag up, it just really hurts your skin. Anyway, so what did I do? I not only made the mistake of buying a book tote, I then went and bought another one, but I thought I'll buy the bigger one because the bigger one is going to solve all the problems because I can fit more in it. And actually, it won't be a little day bag, it will be a proper travel bag. No, it's a horrible travel bag. It hurts your arm, crook of your arm is nearly dropping off. It's just not practical at all. It doesn't have a shoulder strap, there's no pockets inside it, there's no zipper. You have to buy a bag insert with a zipper or something just to give you some organisation. It's so expensive. I just fell into the hype of that. I ended up selling both of the book totes. So I didn't learn my lesson with the Lady Dior's. I went and did it with the book totes as well. Crackers. And then the last, should I say the most recent mistake, is the college bag. I saw this on a Facebook group. This college bag in the colour, was it the colour Storm? It was a really nice gunmetal grey, I would call it. Ruthenium hardware. I'd looked at that bag from afar a lot of times because I do think it's sort of reminiscent of a Chanel bag, sort of. It gives you that sort of vibe, and fraction of the price. So I saw this amazing deal on Facebook and I thought that will be really handy. That will be really handy. Didn't think it through, whatever. Just didn't like it at all. What an absolute mistake. Just the magnet on it was super strong. Anyway, that bag was not for me. And again, I managed to sell that to a very, very lovely subscriber, and she loves it, and that is how it should be. It was just not for me. But again, just impulsive, seeing something that I thought was a good price. Do you know, some things that are super expensive can be worth every single penny, and some things that are a bargain for a reason. Sometimes you can get a bargain and actually it is amazing and that's worth every penny because you've loved it. But sometimes, yeah, it's a waste of money even though it's cheaper because you don't use it and you don't love it, and I've learned my lesson with that. I can't see me ever buying YSL. I just, much as I really like the iCare bag, and I was a bit tempted with that, but anyway, never say never with me. Never say never. However, I have to say which is the worst mistake that I have made. The most expensive mistake, maybe. We need to categorise this. The Python Capucines. I did sell it. I felt like I gave it away in the end. I still got a reasonable amount for it, but nowhere near the price of it. And the prices had gone up by the time that I sold it, and I thought I would still get a decent price back because somebody would be getting a real bargain actually. No, nobody was interested. So yeah, big lesson learned there. Big lesson learned. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another one.